Today we're going to build a hi-hats module. This build uses mostly SMT parts and is not recommended for beginners. Required tools are a fine-tip soldering iron, fine-tip tweezers, wire cutters, solder. I highly recommend a fume extractor. It is recommended to sort all parts before you begin. We are going to start with the 33 kiloohm resistors. There are several in a row and will give a good feel for how soldering on this PCB will go. The technique I recommend for soldering surface mount is to first put a small dab of solder on one of the pads or the part you want to put down, in this case a resistor. Grab the resistor with the tweezers and while heating the solder, slide the resistor into place, holding it in position until the solder hardens. Then solder the opposite pad. With all 10 33 kiloohm resistors mounted, it should look like this. Next, the 470 ohm resistors, which go here, and look like this. Next, the 1 kiloohm, which go here, and look like this. Next, 10 kiloohm, which go here, and look like this. 47 kiloohm, which go here, and look like this. 100 kiloohm, which go here, and look like this. 470 kiloohm, which go here, and look like this. 332 capacitors, which go here, and look like this. 223 capacitors, which go here, and look like this. 102 capacitors, which go here, and look like this. 3904 transistors, be careful when taking them out of the tape, which go here, and look like this. 3906 transistors, which go here, and look like this. 104 capacitors. 10 go on the front, and look like this. And 2 go on the rear, and look like this. The last 2 surface mount parts are 20 picofarad capacitors that also go on the rear, and look like this. Now to the through-hole parts. First, the chip sockets. Make sure the notch on the socket aligns with the notch on the silkscreen. Then the audio jacks. The 1 microfarad capacitor. The diodes. The power jack. "16-volt, 10 microfarad capacitors. 100-volt 10 microfarad capacitors. The 16 megahertz crystal. (7805) voltage regulator. Now unwrap the faceplate. Place the 10K potentiometers, followed by the 100K potentiometers, Do not solder the potentiometers yet. Attach the faceplate with a few nuts onto the audio jacks. Then add the washers and nuts to the potentiometers and remaining audio jacks. Now solder the potentiometers. Add the knobs with a supplied Allen wrench. Now do a power on test before adding the chips to assure there are no short circuits. Add the chips. Make sure that the notch on the chip aligns with the notch on the socket. Attach the power cable and enjoy.